Welcome back to the GTV studio. We're on the line with Donovan Dillon, who has a full book of rides at Hollywood Bet Scottsville on Sunday, the 7th of February. Good morning, Donovan. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Graham. Thank you for having me.
Okay, you've got some nice rides, one has to say, so no pressure, no pressure. First race, of course, is a Maiden Juvenile plate, but you've got to be happy to be riding number 7, Crested Eagle, who's going the right way.
Without a doubt, the 1100 will suit him a lot better as well. He's a big striding horse. He's got a lot of speed, but he does take time to unwind. He was a little bit unlucky last time, but also got to respect a couple of the horses in the race. The first time it's probably one of the biggest Maiden Juvenile plates we've had thus far. Also, you got a filly that's in the race that's going to be carrying low weight, that silver blue that ran fourth first time out, and there's one or two lurkers, but he does look the right one on paper.
Well, as we always say to our viewers with these Maiden Juvenile plates, it is the biggest field that we've had thus far. It's a maximum field of 16. It is the first leg of the bipot. So with the bipot, you don't have to be in an absolute mad rush to get them on. You can delay your first race selection to the very last minute, watch the betting, watch them go down to the start. But certainly, Donovan, on exposed form of the principles that have raced before, Silvery Blue and Royal Virtue, you could have the upper hand over those two runners on form.
Oh yes, on form without a doubt, and knowing that I'll appreciate the 1100 a lot more.
Okay, let's move on to race 2. You ride number 4, I'm Ready, for the Peter Muscat stable. Now, she's lightly raced. She's only had the 2 starts. She did run 4th last time out, but to be fair, something had to run 4th in the race, and it wasn't a particularly good effort.
No, few issues. We seem to have got on top of it now. We have for a much better run. She is a lovely filly, but like I said, she's been plagued with problems, and hopefully she'll be right on the day, and she can actually put a good account of herself.
Okay, talking about problems, Peter Muscat has been at pains to explain to us that Masego Machine is another horse that has had his fair issue of problems, and obviously he's working on those every single day on a continuous basis, and clearly Masego Machine, who as we speak on Friday morning is the shortest priced favourite in the card at 13-10, is one of those horses that is struggling to get 100% right. But how's he doing coming into the race?
We happy with him. We gave him the 1200 metre down the straight last time, just as a come-on race. He's blossomed from that run. I think, in my personal opinion, he is the horse to beat in this race. I do have respect for the Cape Town horse. But in all fairness, I think he is the right horse in the race. He's just come along the right way. We seem to have got on top of all the problems. Peter's a magician when it comes to that. And I'm very confident with Masego Machine on Sunday.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear that, and I guess our viewers will be pleased to hear that. I must be honest, I've already done my preview of the race, and I was a little cautious around number 6, Masego Machine. Certainly on form he stands out, but perhaps what Peter's been telling me over the time has been reverberating throughout my brain, but perhaps Masego Machine can put all that aside and win well. Certainly he's going to be a popular place accumulator and pick 6 banker. Moving on to Radames. Now here's a runner that I really fancy. It's again a thin maiden plate. I guess you're lucky that Masego Machine and Radames didn't end up in the same race. They split this 1400 meter race, so you can possibly win them both. I'm pretty bullish that number 4 Radames is the right horse in race 4.
I do think so as well. I do, although have respect for the number 1 horse. That ran a great race last time, coming from a long way back to finishing a good 4th out at Scottsville. Radames, he has been off since November. So fitness-wise, I hope he's on top of it. But if you look at his form lines, he has got really strong form lines in all his last 4 runs, and there's been a lot of results out of those. So look, to me, I'm confident. I'm just a little bit cautious on fitness-wise.
So obviously you've been out to Ashburton to ride him. So reasonably close to peak fitness, would you say?
Yes, without a doubt. And he's just a lovely animal to train. He's just a gem. We all love him at the yard, and we think he's going the right way.
Moving on, you've got a full book of rides, as I said. Race 5, you ride number 1, Mrs. Hotline, again for the Peter Muscat stable. Now, I think she makes a Hollywood Bet Scottsville debut, but she's a little bit in and out, but on best form in an open fillies handicap. Would you suggest to our viewers that they include her in their play?
Without a doubt. Her last run, you can put a line right through that. She had her excuses, and it's everything that everyone wrong that they did. So she to me is working very well at the moment. She is very, very fit. She's blessed with a draw 1 again, and look, I wouldn't leave her out anything. She'll put a good account of herself in this race without a doubt.
Okay, race 6. It's a low-grade, merit-rated handicap over the minimum trip of 1,000 meters. You're riding again for the Shane Humby stable. You ride number 3, Seen the Light, a recent maiden winner. It wasn't a great field that he beat when he won his maiden, and his post-maiden effort suggests that he's fairly limited, but what you're expecting on Sunday?
Seems to be more. They sort of got away from him in the early stages, and there was a lot of kickback, and he didn't really enjoy the race, to say. And he did make up a little bit of ground in the straight, but not as I thought he would. We're just hoping to see him improve off that run, and so we can move forward with him.
Okay, race 7. Here you ride a nice 3-year-old in a handicap that could well be dominated by the 3-year-olds. Arctic Tune is in the race, Global Ash is in the race, and your ride, Lord Wily. They're all progressive 3-year-olds, and you won on Lord Wily last time out, and he's a smart-looking individual, kind of horse that you can easily like.
Yeah, look, it's a strong mile at Scottsville. This is a very strong merit-rated 79 handicap. I thought it was the toughest race on the card. He is a beautiful horse. He's going the right way. We're finally stepping up to the mile with him. He has been a bit of a keen horse early on, and it's just taken us a bit of time to get him to settle down nicely so that we can go the mile with him, because he'll relish it without a doubt. Like you said, I have got all the respect for Arctic Chin and Global Ash. I mean, Global Ash won his last start in some fine style, and Arctic Chin, his past 2 wins, he's come from a long way back, and he's run them down with ease. So I've got a lot of respect for them, and for a lot of other runners in the race as well. But my horse is fit, he's well, he's going into the race happy, he's drawn 5. He's a big striding horse, so look, it's a tough race, but we see him a lot.
Okay, well, you've told us all we need to know. He's in a good space. He's going to relish the 1600. Nice ride, well drawn. So competitive race, as you've pointed out. Your 8th and last ride is in the 8th race, number 3, Racy Stacy. Now, she's a bit of a tricky customer.
Yeah, she is. She's got her quirks, and she's not the easiest customer around. I just thought this race would just play into her hands so well. Not saying that she'll come home lonely, but she'll run a very good race here. There's a lot of speed in the race, which is a bonus because she is quite a keen filly, and I think that will suit us to the ground. We're drawn well at 3. The idea is probably to have her in the box seat, just off the speed, and to let her finish. She was still very green last time, and she was in the whip, and she was running all over the place. But she sat till about the 2-300, and when she got let down, she obviously ran all over the place. But she's definitely coming along the right way. It's just what horse we get on the day, temperament-wise. If we can just keep her cool, calm, and collected, I think I wouldn't leave her out anything, but I'm not saying that she's an outright banker.
Donovan, good book of rides, many potential winners. We wish you well at Hollywood Bet Scottsville on Sunday. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.